Hi Jamie, first of all, can I apologise for neglecting you this week? I must make amends moving forwards.
Hello wonderful people, we're off to go and see the wonderful Max Tobin. So Max has been working on our ministry of channels. I think one of the pages has got like way over 2 million likes. You're a full-time TikToker now?
Full-time TikToker, that's right. Yeah, no, that's.
How does that feel?
It feels.
That's one for the bio.
It feels good.
Have you seen the news that TikTok are starting to create a fund for 200 million fund?
Yeah, that's right. So it's starting in America, and I think they're hoping it's going to come to the UK too. I think it's interesting that TikTok really haven't monetized that much. They've just been focusing on kind of rapid growth.
Do you have any quickfire tips for businesses that are looking to build their brand presence and community on socials?
You really have to be platform specific. I think nowadays, I think years ago you could just get away with, being on YouTube and being on Twitter, really, I guess. And then as Facebook started to be more prevalent with video, then it was like, okay, we need to do that. And then IGTV came out for Instagram, and like, oh, okay, now you've got TikTok, now you've got LinkedIn with video. But not everyone's on every platform. And if they are, then they're not engaging with it in the same way as they would on others, So I think the biggest advice I would say, I guess, if a brand is trying to launch a product or service is firstly outline where these people are.
Mickey! Talk to us about the influencers that got off-page deals.
So there's a few influencers who've got some big off-page deals, and it's Charlie D'Amelio and Dixie D'Amelio, these sisters, and they're doing a makeup palette with Morphe.
Do you think that it's that this fund is a response to these off-platform deals?
Yeah, I think there'll be a bit of that, because I think brands, if they're seeing TikTok pouring 200 mil or whatever it was into these creators, they're like, obviously there's some value there. They see the value.
Tell us about some of the features on TikTok. How can brands creatively use TikTok?
Well, what's interesting about TikTok is obviously you can make things in-app, and you can also upload your own videos. So immediately, if you want to edit outside of TikTok and use different software and just edit a portrait video, and then within TikTok, obviously you have lots of different features. There's a really, really good green screen filter. So if we're doing like a piece to camera explaining something, it makes a video a lot more interesting just to have an image behind you. And then as a brand, what's really exciting is there's something called the Creator Marketplace, where you can also find various different people. So for instance, if you have a product that's related to cooking, you can go in the Creator Marketplace and then find people that are making TikToks about food and cooking, and then kind of collaborate with them.
So LinkedIn have what they call the Workforce Confidence Index, where they, I'm guessing they do exactly that, ask about the confidence in the current situation. It's really good to see from an on the tools perspective that construction is still ruling the roost with a score of 24. Great news from an on the tools perspective, because it means that more people active in construction, more projects going ahead, which means that people need to market their products through on the tools, because it's the best place to find tradespeople in the UK.
So yeah, we've seen some amazing growth on our communities on TikTok. So like you said, what has Ministry of Science got now?
I think it's at about 192,000 followers.
That's insane. What's the starting thing, how to go from beginning to finish?
Well, what's great about the science community is that the content kind of creates itself, or at least curates itself, because we can just look through the comments. Plenty of people have really interesting questions, and we know the type of questions that other people will be interested in. Take the question and I'll start writing. When I set it up, then it's a case of filming it and presenting it, which normally takes 1 million takes, because I just get angrier and angrier throughout at every kind of mistake that I make. And then once I've done that, I edit it, put a few graphics on. I'm trying to do a few more animations and stuff now. Yeah, and then they get released one every day. It's
been lovely in this little St Paul's part.
Yeah, mate.
I think I might be back here next week, hopefully. So yeah.
I might come ambush you.
Just want to sit in the bush for a little weekend.
Hello, James.
Ah!